Hi Stampin' friends, tonight we're going to use the Playful Ghosts Halloween stamp set. It is an online exclusive. They are red rubber stamps and they have really tiny little details, and so I think they would be great if you prefer to use the Stampin' Write markers instead of the blends because they are so small. I don't think, other than the cape, I don't think you would get a lot of dragging marks across, so just something to think about. What I did on this was I wanted to make some treat ideas, and we don't have a very good Halloween paper, so I used some other papers. This paper is, of course, very pretty, unmounted florals, some kind of deal. And then this one is the zinnias paper, the backside of the zinnias paper. So I'm just going to kind of use these to do several different things, and we'll see if you like them. So the first thing I did was I found this little ghoul friend. That's one of the cute berry flavors or scents of hand sanitizers at Bath & Body Works. So I thought it would be nice to do one of those. So I made it about 7.5 by a little over 2. I just always go generous on these, so when you put the inside liner in, it doesn't stick out. I don't care for it sticking out. Now, this is scored from the left at 3 1/4 and 4 1/4. And then we have this piece that holds it in. It's 1 inch wide, of course, and 8 inches long. And you score at 2, 3, 5, and 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put this together. Let's kind of get it into a little box. Got a little fluffy. Oh, that could look cute on there. I think I'll save it out. I don't know how I got that, but okay. So I want to make sure I don't have any tape sticking out. But with this size, it is really close to making a completely squared box. I'm just going to pick one and make it the top. Across here like this. I just need to take the tops off. Super simple. Whoops, dropped one. Okay, then just gonna butt this up against this. Get it even, straight, scooch that in. We don't want anything hanging out. And then I like to look at it and kind of make sure it seems square, because sometimes they're not. Just kind of squish it together a little bit right there. Maybe scooch it. You can always get it up just a little more. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take, here we go, take our, there we go, our little bone folder and kind of burnish that a little bit. Okay. And then we're just going to take this. Now, this time I have just left this, but if you have any of our tag topper punches, it's perfect for that. So I'm just going to put this inside here. What I'm going to do is go ahead on that same side where I layered those. I'm just going to put the same amount of adhesive here. Okay, then on this, I like to just kind of make sure I've got it in an, you know, you could put it on there sideways, and then it would be kind of a crazy mess. Pick the one at 8. It's pretty easy to do, and line it so that this, so that it has the same amount of squares. If you've got it in a straight line here, so that it has about the same off of each side. And that looks pretty close. And then you'll stick it down. And then you can either stick this side down or not. It's kind of up to you. In this case, I'm just going to put the one strip over here because I think it'll be secure enough. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and slide it in there. And there we are. Like that. And then you can just use whatever hole punch you have. I just have this little, you could use one, we have some great dies that could have been used for this, but I'm just gonna use a hole punch because I wanna make this just seem like something that anyone could do. I'm gonna do a little hole punch there, and then another little hole punch here. There we are. And then we do have this ribbon, which is the same Petunia Pop. Or in the new holiday catalog, we have this really pretty Blackberry Bliss. Now, what I was thinking was using this paper, oh, I should have cut it off, I can still do that, and putting our little guy here on top of it. And I like how the Blackberry Bliss looks with this because I colored his cape Blackberry Bliss. But I also want to put a few bats on the back. So I'm not going to stick it completely down. I'm just going to kind of, what you would call it in sewing, I'm going to call it tacking. I'm just going to put a little sticky on it, put it where I want it, like that. Get it in the middle as best I can, like that. And then I'm just going to punch this again. Get it where I can see it there. Take that out. Here we are. Get it kind of neatly done. So I'm trying to get it where I can really see it. Okay, there we go. So pretty close. You can see I didn't punch too much out of this. Didn't punch too, I didn't make it completely go loose anyway. Okay, so I'm taking this off. And this comes with a little tiny bat and some stars. So I thought that would be cute to put up here. And then I'm also gonna put it on the one that I put on the back. I think that will be a nice little addition. Okay, so I wanna put just kind of several, and that may need to be re-inked there. Let's see, no, it's fine. I just got overzealous. So you can stamp them going off if you want, or you can just stamp them as they are. Go. Okay, so I did several of those little guys, and I'm gonna put two right up here because I want them to show the top. So now I'm gonna take this and put this on the back side. I don't really care if this shows. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and do that, but it doesn't really need to show. I could just put my ribbon under it and it would be fine. I guess I should close this up. Go. And I'll put a piece across here and here. And then get it on there. Okay, then I'm gonna take my hole punch again. It's kind of, I think using this hole punch does make it where you feel like anyone could do it. Okay. So then there we have that side done, and we're going to take this side and put our adhesive back on it. Not back on it, you know what I mean. We have that just tiny smidge of adhesive. Let's see here. I had to kind of pull that off. Didn't like how it was at the top. It just got a little bit sideways while I was working there. Okay. All right, that's better. See that I have this fairly straight. I just like things to be as straight as I can get them. No big if it's not perfect, but okay. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and use some scissors to cut this, and then I'm gonna plan my ribbon. Put my little guy back in there. Whoops, little guy back in there. I guess I probably won't need that with that, but. Thread this across, super simple. There we go. You can either just tie it in a little knot. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and tie it in a bow, so I'm gonna get plenty of ribbon here. Across and down. The colors on this don't make a whole lot of sense. With the Hey Ghoul Friend, I probably should have used our little witch Playful Ghost, because that would have made more sense. Of course, she doesn't quite fit in here. What I will probably do is cut her out by hand, leaving a little edge, and then that would make her just almost fit on here, and that would be super cute. I'm making these for gifts to take to my work, just for kind of some fun. I noticed that, you know, there's no, around my area anyway, there aren't craft shows at Halloween, so I just kind of give them, you know, to my girls or to friends at work, that kind of thing. Let's get these kind of, oops, I have them turned crossways. Let's see. I think I did that the wrong direction. That'll work. It will work. Pull those down maybe. There we go. So that's symbol. And then we're just gonna put, oh, I did it the wrong. Okay, yeah, I did do it the complete wrong direction. I can put them on this side. There we go, no problem. And now they're on this side. There we go. And then pop this little guy on some dimensionals. And then decide, I went ahead and done these with several little sentiments that are in here. There's some great ones. Trick or treat, happy Halloween, and boo. So that's a lot of fun. And put that done. Just gonna set this over here. Kind of center it. And then with your, whatever you're gonna use, boo or happy Halloween or trick or treat or whatever, I would just put it kind of over here to the side or up here, down here. Probably down there is might be the cutest, just to give it a little bit of a look. But you could also offset this. Let me see if I can still get it. There we go. Just put him over to the side so that you have a little more room. You could cut this twice. I did that on the next one. Cut it with your die cut more than once, and then you could get it even smaller. But here, what I think I'm gonna do is just tuck this in under here, and then it can kind of stick out like that. It's super simple. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive on it. Don't want to put it out here on the part that's gonna stick out. So only put it on the part that you want to stick to the piece. So there you go. So there's our little guy, and that's some quick coloring, pretty simple to do. You could spend some extra time. Put night sky behind him, like in a dark blue, and that would be gorgeous. So I'll be probably doing some of those, maybe putting them on my blog so that you can see. I think that would be a really cute look to kind of step it up. Okay, so this one, I was doing something to hold a big thing of M&Ms, a big package like that. Now these I cut at, let me see here, I got a little bit of trash in my way. 10 inches long by 6 inches high. And then I scored at crazy numbers. Maybe I should try it this direction. I think that might be what I did. Okay, I scored at 2.5, 3 1/4, 6, 6 1/4, and yeah, 9 3/8. Because what I was doing was just making it wrap all the way around, and I think it's more secure if it comes up the side. So I wanted this to put a little bit of adhesive on. So again, you can do your little sides, little scores on these pieces. There is my little strip there. So that is going to wrap around here. So then I just need my other strip here, just for security, just to keep it neat. Okay, oops. Speaking of keeping it neat, I gotta keep things straight on there, don't I? Okay, so I'm going to take this piece and wrap it up here to the straight edge, right up against this score line, like that. And then I'm just going to wrap this one the rest of the way. And then I'm gonna, of course, use my bone folder to get things straight there. And then again, my bone folder, putting this on the bottom and getting that done. So then what I'm gonna do is just use my, where is he? Regular punch. So a lot of punches would work for this. Okay, this one I'm gonna go right here. Oh, that's not the center. Well, I did do 2 layers on this. That was probably a bad idea. Okay, there's that. And then what I'm gonna do here is just stick this piece in here. And then I'm gonna slide my M&Ms in, like that. And then I'm gonna stick this piece around the edge and slide this up here. Super simple. Some year I'll have this done. See if I can get it to pull through. Well, not quite. There we go. And I do want these to lie straight. This uses a lot of ribbon, but it's kind of one of those things that's perfect to give to someone who is hosting a Stampin' Up! Workshop or something like that, because you've given them a gift of ribbon that they can take apart and use on cards. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that around, then I'm just gonna slide that back and put these into these little holes that I punched. On that side, whoops, gotta have it around there. And then on this side, I need to cut this. There we are. Put it in here. Back it up so that I can. All right. So there we are. So the idea here is that we can pull it out like this and put it back in there, and it just makes a cute little slider for this. So I'm just going to tie us a ribbon right here. These are great at Christmas time too. You can put them to decorate the things that you put in stockings, or again, to give a little gift to someone who would enjoy it. There and there. Okay, so we've got that. And then I didn't punch this one through, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my little paper cutter. Shrink it down a little bit. Let's see, I guess it looks like about a 1/2 inch. Let's see if I can manage that. Looks pretty straight. So I'm gonna think about that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so then I might want to put my little witch on there and say some Happy Halloween, something like that. And I do have some purple on here, so that could be cute to put across. And then of course, I should have done this on the last one. I totally meant to. These new little guys are Blackberry Bliss, and they'll be gorgeous on there. Regal foiled adhesive back dots. So I thought it would be fun to put a couple of these on there. There, and then maybe up here by the bat even, to make it look more fun. So that's kind of fun. Then, oh, hi Shauna, it's great to see you. Thank you for hopping by. Then maybe on this one you could put some of these little, the ones that are the same color, or maybe you'd like to put some purples or some oranges. I have this purple here in this package. That would be cute to pop on there. I probably should have also done another layer here and put some purple or some green around it, and then maybe some purple or green around this one, just to kind of add some more layers. They have kind of hamstrung us this time on not being able to put the things that we want to make these, because we do need some papers that make sense. These are actually like the insides of the zinnias, the little floral centers of a zinnia, like here. But I think they look a little bit magical, and I think it would look great with this little witch on it too. So I haven't totally decided what I plan to do on that, but I do have it colored in. There we go. This little guy. So, you know, I could have put this on here. That might have been cuter because it's like it's popping up, much like this little guy. I think that's actually what I intended. But I want to go ahead and show you how this one works. It is about, it's oddly a little over 8.5 inches by 2.5 inches. It is scored at 2 3/4 and 3 1/8 and 5 7/8 and 6 2/8, so 6 1/4. And then I worked on this part, and this is to hold a Ghirardelli holder. I mean, to hold a little Ghirardelli guy, little Ghirardelli square there. And so what I did, I didn't have anything wide enough, so I used this from Perennial Postage, and I cut it over here, and I cut it over here. And so then what I'm going to do is tear my tear tape and put it across here. Let's see, right here. And if you had a narrower one, that might be better, but I think I want to use this tear tape this time. Oh, it's close. Okay, like that. And make sure that I don't have any sticky stuff on the outside. Okay, it's not bad. The ends don't bother me because I can just push them, roll them back, but I don't want there to be any hanging over too far on this part because you need to kind of roll it back like that. There's that and that. So then I'm just taking this and making sure this is kind of square down here in case you want it to stand up. I don't know that it will, but it might. You can see that. So there, it's not really going to stand up, but I should have gotten it more square. Let me see if I can get it back loose. I didn't burnish it yet, so I might can. Yes, okay. Do that, and then try to get it straight, and then look at it and try to get it straight this way. There we go. Put it there. And then now what I'm going to want to do is wrap this around. Now you can score your designer series paper. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Shauna. I think they're a lot of fun. But I thought it might be nice to just wrap it around here, and then as long as you put some adhesive, the good adhesive, this tear tape at least, then this will stay, and it will look a little more cohesive if it's all wrapped around here. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to take the adhesive and put it across the top here. Don't want to go to the edge because I did cut it smaller than my little container, than my little holder here. And then I'm going to want to put probably some on each end. Let's see, put some right there. I'm not going to take this off yet. That's going to be the last thing that I do. Let's take off the ends. The sticky back, keeps it from getting stuck on. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of work with this and do a little bit of kind of some scoring before I get it. So I want this side that opens up to be the one that definitely looks good. So I'm going to get it perfectly centered on that as best I can. And then kind of fold it. Like, see what I'm doing? I'm just doing it like this. And this is kind of a cheating way of doing it, but I think it makes it a little bit easier to do. And then this side. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just tear this off right there. Center it back on. Oops, I'm in trouble grabbing it there. So that's just kind of, well, that's not very centered. Hold on. And I did kind of burnish it. Let's see if I can get it. I am so funny with this. I cannot stick with it. I see a lot of people, if it goes on a little funny, they just go, oh well. But I'm like, no, I really want it to be centered. So I'll take it apart. It's like kind of silly. Okay. So probably I will do better if I just look at it, get it about the same distance on each side. And see that I've got it. Whoops, that one's got to go up a little. Okay, that seems pretty decently centered. And then this one is going to have to be pulled around like that. So I'm going to take this off here. And stick it down. And then the front, do the same thing. So there we go. Oh, and I meant to put some ribbon under it. The only thing is we don't really have anything other than white. So what you can do if you just want to hold it together, is just put a little bit of Velcro there or a magnet, and that looks really sweet. Okay, so we've got this part done. So we can either put our little guy up here, and like when I'm doing this, I don't always think that it doesn't have to be completely perfectly flush. We can put it up. We can put our boo on here, which makes sense with this little guy. Do it like that. We can also put inside Trick or Treat or our Happy Halloween. That would be cute. And then you could also, like I was saying earlier, put your Trick or Treat and cut your little girl out and put her on there. I think I kind of like that one the best. And then you could put some of your, I would definitely, if I had purple, I would want to put that on this to kind of make it cute. And I know we do have purple. We've got the one that comes with the purple, green, and Misty Moonlight. That would be a really pretty one. So anywho, you could also, I think this one would be one that would look good with a little purple bow as well. So kind of cute there. Something small. I forgot to mention this. I had it laying here. If you did kind of a fall one of any of these things, this is the Natural Tones linen thread. And this is perfect for some of these small things. It might make it more economical for you to make some of these and just have a small tie at the top. And since I use the little regular like office supply type punch, it doesn't necessarily have to fill as big of a space there. So we made this little guy with the boo that pops out. And you could also, it probably would be maybe cuter if I had put him on the inside here so that when you pull it out, you saw him. That could be super cute. And then we made the little Trick or Treat witch, which would put our little Ghirardelli treat inside. And then this one, our little bat, and has the bat stamped on the back. Oh, and another thing here, I did cut out, this comes with some little kind of random pumpkins. So I thought that would be cute, maybe to put beside that one. And then there's also a cloud. So I'm really interested in trying a little scene here with our girl, coloring her blue on the back. Like I had said, he could have a blue background. And putting some clouds, maybe a moon, and maybe some little bats in the background. So I'm really excited to try that. I think that'll be super cute. Probably do the technique where you use the Post-it notes, or you can do the deal with the tape where you cut out and use the cut off parts and use the Scotch tape, either way on that. I think that would be really cute.